Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. You see me rock my M Audio MIDI setup with Keyscape and Omnisphere in church, but guess what? The Nord Stage 4 has officially become the centerpiece of my station. Why the switch? Stick around because I'm gonna break down everything about this board and how I utilize it in my weekend worship sets and why you might consider doing it yourself. Let's get into it. So I'm going to answer a few different questions regarding the Nord Stage 4, why I switched to it, pricing, versatility, ease of use. I'm going to answer all those types of questions in this video. All right, so question number one. So to compare the Nord Stage 4 and sound quality with Keyscape and Omnisphere, obviously it's a different beast. It's a different animal. The Stage 4 has the Nord Wave synth engine, the Nord C2 organ simulator. The piano sounds are obviously amazing. Comparing software and the Nord piano, in my opinion, the way they sample their pianos are so good. It's just mint perfect. Now, Keyscape for the money is not bad. Like, I've used it week in and week out, and again, it's not bad. I've tweaked it a little bit to sound how I need it to sound, but the Nord Stage 4, the piano that I normally use is the Roland Grand 3D XL. That piano right there cuts through the mix. It cuts through when you need it to cut through. It sits back when you need it to sit back. And it, for me, and I was talking to a buddy of mine, and it sounds like there's a pad just underneath that piano. It just sounds amazing. So that's my view on the Nord Stage 4 sound quality. So for me in a live worship setting, the Nord Stage 4 is amazing. Now, I have previously played a Nord Stage 2 EX and a Nord Stage 3. The difference between those two boards and the Nord Stage 4, obviously the upgraded RAM and the upgraded sounds and all that stuff that comes with it, but the physical drawbars, the faders, man, the faders on this thing is amazing. On the Nord Stage 2 and 3, they had the A and B layering section. On here, it's all at your fingertips. So there's no A and B switchover. It's just you push up one fader, you push up another fader, and you get your sounds and you're toggling on each layer, which is amazing. I currently still use my Omnisphere Ableton rig still in combination with the Nord Stage 4. So I get the best of both worlds. But again, for live performance, nothing beats the Stage 4. I didn't know I'd like it this much because I was sold on the Stage 3, but this Stage 4 is something serious. Love it for live performance use. It's amazing. The key bed on the Nord Stage 4 is amazing. This is the best key bed compared to my M Audio Oxygen 88 key bed. This one is by far the best. By far the best. There's no like clicky, clacky. Let me just show you real quick. Let me just hear that. Like you can hear it a little bit, but it's not that bad. So I love it for that. I love it that it's not as noisy as some other keyboards, especially my M Audio MIDI controller. It's just that great. It's just that great. It feels amazing. I play it every week and my hands don't get tired, my hands don't get fatigued like that. It's amazing to play on this key bed. Now, as far as playing synth, specifically organ, like I played a little bit of organ. Watch this clip right here. So playing organ on this is, again, it's 88 key weighted. I wouldn't do it for a full service like if I was just playing straight organ, but I have done it. It's doable. Again, weighted keys, so take that into account. But key bed, again, is good. It stands the test of time. I haven't found any areas of like real big improvements on the key bed. It all feels pretty good and decent as I'm playing through on a service. Now, I have to admit, at first glance, the Nord Stage 4 and even the Nord Stage lineup with the new design can be a little bit intimidating. A lot of people say, oh, Nord is just that red keyboard with a bunch of knobs and whatever the case may be. I beg to differ. Once you sit down and dig into this board and find out what every knob does, if you look at the board, every knob is labeled. Every knob is labeled. Every knob has a either first function or a secondary function, which is cool. But if you sit down and dig deep into this board, you will find that it is proven to be very useful, especially in live keys format, worship format, for live performance. It's great for doing stuff like that. Now, a gripe I have, not with the Nord, but with some other keyboard companies, I'm not gonna call out any names, but in those boards, you gotta go through menu after menu. Like if I wanted to turn a reverb off of a sound in another board that we have here at the church, I have to go through several different menus to find the reverb, then turn it down, then to get back to the regular homepage that I was on. For here, I literally have a knob that says reverb. If I want it on, click it on. If I want it off, click it off. If I want it up, turn it up. If I want it down, turn it down. That easy, that simple. I love that easeability of using this board for those purposes, and fine-tuning the sound that I want, the way I want it, is the best. So Nord Stage 4, another plus for me. On this line of Nord keyboards, it's really easy to layer sounds. Again, you have the faders here that you can push up. You have your buttons to activate each layer preset. I love the new design that Nord is going for with that, because again, they kind of copy like the montages, the motifs, which I'm not mad about. No shade thrown there at all. But at first I was hesitant because I liked the Nord Stage 3 design. I liked the way it looked. I liked the way it functioned with the layer A, layer B for layering purposes. But this is a little bit more intuitive, a little bit more quick to get to. That's the part that I love. I love the quickness of being able to flip on a layer, flip off a layer, push up a fader, pull it down. I love that. I love that part of the Nord Stage 4 and layering capabilities. For me, the Nord Stage 4 is extremely versatile in what we do here at church. We do a lot of different styles of worship. We mainly err on the gospel side, contemporary side. So I'm using some synths, some pianos, strings, all that stuff. Again, I'm still using my Omnisphere Ableton keys rig alongside the Nord, and I love the marriage of the two. I love the marriage of the software and the hardware. So what the Nord Stage 4 offers me, and the versatility of the worship styles that we may go into, I'm able to accomplish 99.9% of what we do on a Sunday with this board. Now, here's a big one. Here's a big one. The Nord Stage 4 price. It's a premium board now. It's a premium workstation keyboard. At the time of shooting this video, and let me look, at the time of shooting this video, the Nord Stage 4 is $5,699. Again, that's a hefty price tag. But if we compare it to the, let's just say the Yamaha Montage, the new Yamahas, the Yamahas is $4,499.99, so technically $4,500 if we're gonna just round up. The Nord Stage 4 is on the pricier end, but what you get in price between the Nord Stage 4 and like a Yamaha Montage M8X, so the newer ones, I think I would go with the Nord all day long. Not because I'm a Nord fanboy and not because I want an endorsement. But the Nord Stage 4 for me works and checks off all the boxes that I needed. So that's why the church made the investment, because again, I'm the main musician here, keyboard player that is, And they asked me what board I wanted, and this is the one that I picked. Now this category isn't a big one for me because I'm not traveling with this board. I'm not carrying this board home week in and week out and getting out the trunk of my car. But I will say this is a plus. Like, I know I've been raving about this board this entire review and I hadn't had a lot of bad things to say about it, but this to me, if you weren't to listen to anything else in this video, this right here is why you should listen. This thing is so portable. The Yamaha Montage is the heaviest dining room table I've ever carried. By myself, like, no, I'm not doing that again by myself. I will throw it on my back. But this North Stage 4, I can easily grab this, bring it up under my arm. It got some weight to it, but it's not as heavy as some of the other keyboard workstations out there today. This board is on the lighter side, which I appreciate and I love. Now, I think that goes right into our next category of durability. Durability, this board has taken a tumble. If you haven't seen the video, yeah, that wasn't fun. But it's only got a minor scratch in the bottom of the board and it's still ticking. Like, it took a tumble. I had that board, I think when it fell, it was probably 2 weeks in of having that board, or 1 weekend, or like very new. And it took a fall. Luckily I caught it, praise the Lord, with the quick hands. So as far as connectivity for this board, it has a plethora of connection points. It has a monitor in, which you can plug in something to this board. It has a headphone in if you're just practicing by yourself. It has four output channels. It has a control pedal, organ swell, sustain pedal, triple pedal, MIDI in, MIDI out, rotary pedal, USB, foot switch, and then obviously AC in. I'm using all four outs of the board. I am also using the control pedal and sustain pedal, and then obviously the AC for power. I'm using the control pedal for my Omnisphere setup with a patch that I have, two patches I have actually on that. If you want to see a video on that, comment down below. I'd love to break that down on how I'm doing that. And yeah, so the reason why I'm doing four outputs is because two are going to, what I have is a key Largo. If you want to see a review on that, comment down below. But I have a key Largo. I have 1 and 2, channels 1 and 2 from the Nord going into channel 1 of the key Largo. That's going straight Nord, no software, whatever the case may be. I have the other two going to the interface that I have going into my laptop. And so I'm able to incorporate the Nord sounds and my software synth sounds together, which is pretty cool. I love the fact that the Nords have, and a lot of other keyboard workstations have it too, but I love it how it has the traditional MIDI in and MIDI out, but also USB. I'm also using USB for MIDI. But yeah, love the board, love the connectivity, gives you a lot of versatility for what you need to do. Love that. So that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you in the next one.